What's up, fellow Masada owners and airsofters? This is Deranged Professor giving you a quick overview of a kit made by BG Airsoft or put together by BG Airsoft for the PTS Masada owners who would like to upgrade their gun to either an Inferno or the Wolverine SMP. The Wolverine Inferno Gen 2 is what I have sitting here. So this kit is made for the ordinary user out there who may not have all of the technical or experience using soldering irons or connecting wiring or splicing wires together like we had to do back when the SMP was first released. Now there are kits out there made by Bingo Airsoft, kits out there made by BG Airsoft that make this install very easy and hassle-free. And the kit that we have here is from BG Airsoft, their black box kit for the PTS Masada. I'm going to zoom in here so you can kind of see the parts of that kit. So there's several things that it comes with. The first thing it comes with is your selector switch here for full auto. There's a nice 3D printed adapter. It's made of PLA, and it goes right to where your original cutoff lever was in the Masada. It just hooks right in. The switch is already installed. It's already soldered and crimped and was shrink wrapped with the correct connector for this board, which is sitting right here. In the kit also comes the connector and wiring for your trigger. Now this is the only part of this kit that actually requires you to do any soldering. You need to solder the two lines that go to the trigger, and that's it. Once you solder that up, this rest of this kit is all done. The other part of the kit that comes with it is this nice line here for the solenoid, and it's already crimped with the correct connector on this side and then the correct connector on this side for the board. There is also a spot here, a connector for your wiring harness to attach to that comes with this. Wiring harness is not included with the kit, but it's this wiring harness that comes with your Masada, with your Inferno or your SMP or your Hydra when you purchase it. The note though that if you purchase the Inferno Spartan Edition, this board will not work for that, because the Spartan Edition comes with its own board that internally sits where the trigger system is in a version 2 gearbox. The Masada is not a complete version 2 gearbox and does not use a version 2 trigger system. So that Spartan Edition does not fit in the Masada, and you need to use a kit like this, the Bingo kit or the BG Airsoft kit or Bingo kit, in order to get it to work correctly without having to cut and splice wires and lines. So this kit is very nice. Also comes with this board. Now I don't know 100% for sure if Bingo made this, Bingo Airsoft, but it does say Bingo on the board here, so I'm thinking that probably does. It's also labeled with a letter A on this side of the board so that you know that the full auto switch plugs in here, and a T on this side of the board so that you know that to plug in the trigger line here. The other two spots are pretty self-explanatory if you look at the connectors themselves. Once you put this board in, we used a little super glue to hold this to the gearbox, and it seems to hold nicely. Make sure you take the time to gently bend these wires down so that when you connect the other half of the gearbox, everything sits in there nicely without having to put a lot of pressure on the lines. Be careful not to push on them too hard either, so as to make the crimps come loose from inside of these connectors. Otherwise you'll be sunk. But a very, very nice kit made by BG Airsoft, or compiled by BG Airsoft for Masada owners. I'm going to show you on the other side here how it works with that full auto. So the switch from BG Airsoft extends through this opening here. When you move your selectors, the selector plate is in safe right now. Here is semi-auto, and then there, and you can see it pulls that switch up, is now full auto or burst mode, depending on what you want. And then you go back to semi-auto and safe. So very, very nice kit. You will not need, for when you install this, there's usually a spring that sits here that is used to actuate the cutoff lever in the gearbox of the Masada. You will not need that spring, so just be careful when removing as to not lose that spring, though, in case you ever want to go back to AEG, although I don't know why you would want to once you get this in. Other than that, all you need to get this to work is your Inferno or your SMP or Hydra, depending on what you have purchased. Plug it in, set it in place, and this is also a nice feature from the Gen 2, from what we were using SMP, is this part here no longer interferes with the micro switch and the trigger trolley, which is not pictured here. Whereas with the old SMP, we actually had to file down this screw because it would, when it sat in there, it would push on them and it wouldn't let everything fit in there correctly. So now they have this nice piece here and you no longer have that. So a nice little upgrade there. But very, very simple installation for the PTS Masada, allowing Masada owners to upgrade their awesome rifle with an HPA system. And this one is the Inferno Gen 2 made by Wolverine Airsoft using the BG Airsoft black box kit for the PTS Masada. One of the easiest ways to install an HPA unit into your Masada. So thanks for watching. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about this install. If you have any other questions for us, let us know. But a huge shout out to Wolverine for making great products, and for BG Airsoft and taking the time to look at the Masada and figuring out what they needed to do or what kit to put together so that this installation was very, very simple for Masada owners out there. So let us know what you think, and we will see you guys out on the field.